Hi everybody, today I'm working on one of these little birdhouse kits from Dollar Tree. For Christmas this year I bought a bigger birdhouse from, I don't know where I got it from. It had to be Walmart because I don't go anywhere. I bought a bigger birdhouse and I made it over into a gingerbread birdhouse for my mom for Christmas, and not only did it come out super cute, but it was also really fun. So I wanted to make some smaller ones, you know, around the holidays or something like that. Maybe she ends up with a little birdhouse village collection. I don't know. So these are $1, obviously. Not the greatest instructions, not the worst thing I've ever seen. It's made for kids, so you just kind of glue everything together. And I'm just covering these with paper right now using a glue stick. But when you get to the roof pieces, there are 3 pieces that are the same size. They're exactly the same size, and there's one piece that's slightly bigger. That is to account for the overlap for when you put the 2 roof pieces together. So that's really the only thing what I was doing, and I was like, well, I don't understand what's going on. But once I actually had everything covered, I was like, oh, okay, that's what you're doing. So I'm just gluing these down to a piece of striped paper. I'm pretty sure this is Hobby Lobby. But even if you're not making like a little Valentine's house, this is the same process you would go through to cover the wooden pieces with paper. After I finished this, I really liked my mom's better. And I think that's primarily because I didn't use paper. Like, I painted it to look like gingerbread. This one, it has like piping on it that's supposed to be icing, but it doesn't really, you know, it doesn't go because it's not like a cake house or like a little confection house. So I mostly did this as a project to see how these little houses held up and what I could do with them. Alright, now these are the roof pieces. I just kind of picked a paper that was going to match with the bottom of the house. And you can see that one all the way on the right is just a little bit bigger than the other ones. And that one with the stamp on the bottom is the base. And I'm cutting out a little piece of extra paper right here to reinforce this little gap. I don't know why these pieces weren't, like, why did they come in 2 pieces? Not sure, but I assume it was some kind of packaging thing. And cutting them apart so I can wrap all the edges around and cover everything up. When you're using a glue stick, you really want to get in there and press pretty firmly to smash all that glue into the wood and into the paper. Trimming the edges here just so I can get a nice neat little wrap on them. It's Saturday night when I'm recording this, and I am just like so bored out of my mind. I sprained something or pulled something or bruised something and I can barely walk. So I was laying in bed and I was like, I've got to get out of bed and do something, and this needed to be done, so here we are. So yeah, now all my pieces are covered, and this is how the bottom of the house is going to go together. And that hole is still covered up. I wish I would have left it covered up, but it's covered up now because we're going to go in with some glitter later, and I didn't want the entire inside of the house to get filled with glitter while I was glittering it. So using some Gorilla Glue here, and just kind of getting things together. They provide you with a little, you know, it's a little thing of wood glue. I don't know how good it is because I was certainly not going to wait around and hold this while it was drying. And if things are kind of out of square when you put the sides on, when you put the back on, you can just kind of, you know, it kind of braces everything and gets everything where it's supposed to be. And you don't have to worry too much about getting glue on the outside because we're going to go in and cover that up. The fun thing about these is that you can put them together with whatever paper you want, whatever color paint you want, and then you can embellish them, and that's really what I wanted to do. Like, I wasn't looking to make, something fantastic and amazing just out of the paper. Like, I really wanted a house that I could embellish. So that was the base I just glued on. And this is the roof. One of them's a little bigger, so I'm going to put that one on first and offset it at the top. So where it meets up, see how they butt together like that? You want to bring it up past the peak of the roof, about the same thickness of the roof section. That, however thick the wood is, it's not much. And, if you don't do it right, we're covering it up anyway. Alright, so now my house is all covered and secured, and I'm going to take some joint compound. This is very gray. I mean, you can see how gray it is. I had problems with this for this project because I was trying to get it pink. When I did the gingerbread house for my mom, I left it this color and I went back and painted it. I'm adding gesso right now to try to get rid of the gray, and then I add a little bit of red paint to turn it pink, and then I have to go back and add cornstarch to thicken it up again. In hindsight, I don't know if it was worth all of that. I might have just left it as it was and then painted it afterwards. I don't know. But this was a lot. I cut a lot of this out. This was about, 15 minutes of me mixing it and then waiting it for thicken a little bit and then deciding to add some powder because the paint really does thin it out and you can't pipe it at this consistency. See, it's not even like holding onto the spoon. And very many people like the lightweight spackling from Dollar Tree. I tried that on another prototype of the gingerbread house I ended up making, and I could not get it to dry. I don't know if it's because I live here where it's, 3,000% humidity all the time. It would not dry, so I went straight with the joint compound. I think it ended up being cheaper to buy, the joint compound's like 3 pounds, the spackle's like 4 ounces, so you ended up getting a lot more for like $8 when you would only have gotten like a third of that for $8 from Dollar Tree. And I have a little star tip in this bag, and I don't know it right now, but I actually ripped the bag when I put the piping tip in, so that's going to be fun, and I filled it up too much, so that's going to be fun. I love the way this looked. I love the way this looks. I didn't particularly love the way mine looked, but it's a mess. And when you're piping these little star dots like this, or whatever you want to call them, you push in, you start piping above your section, start squeezing the bag, push down, let go, and then pull up. That's how you get the little dollops without the points on top. And this is just like a little scalloped edge thing. So, yeah, I'm putting the tip towards the thing, squeezing it just a little bit. As soon as it comes out, I touch the tip to whatever surface I'm piping on, and then I stop it before I pull it away. So you don't want to be pressing stuff out while you're pulling away, because that's how you get that pointy tip. And if you do that, if you're not great at piping and you do get those little points on there, they break off pretty easily once they're dry. So see, as I'm piping, I'm also wiping because it's squeezing out the little bitty hole in the side. That is actually pretty impressive, my piping. I guess I piped so much on the gingerbread house that I just kind of knew what I was doing. And even though it was a pain to get to this consistency, it was a really good consistency. And it does dry rock hard. Now I'm just doing a little scallop thing. If you want to learn how to use a piping bag, there are hundreds of more channels that you could learn that from, but mine's probably not the greatest one. So yeah, there's all the piping done. and my hole's still there, just covered up. And at this point it is dry, I think, yeah. And I did leave this, like, you know, overnight to dry. Or you put it somewhere warm, which doesn't exist in my house. And see, that's, I mean, it's on there, it sticks really good, it's really strong. And it's a nice paint color. Now I'm going in with some clear glitter. This is from Hobby Lobby. It's $2.99 for this jar. Walmart actually has one that, I don't want to say I like it better, it's just easier for me to get because there's a Walmart, you know, down the street from my house. There's not a Hobby Lobby for like 30 miles. So I'm just using some gloss medium here. You can use Mod Podge. I probably should have used Mod Podge, but the gloss medium was right in front of me, so I just threw it on there. And I like the clear glitter. This doesn't have any color to it, no iridescence. It's just sparkly. And the one at Walmart comes in a little tube. It's 99 cents. I was trying to figure out which one was more cost effective, which I'm assuming probably the Hobby Lobby one is, especially if you used a coupon, even though I don't know who would use a 40% off coupon on something that's $2.99. Well, I guess you could sometimes, because it seems like every time I go there and I'm like, I'm gonna buy something, it's always on sale and I can't use the coupon, so I end up using it on like a pack of gum. So yeah, the gloss medium is just, it gives a glossy finish. I'm just using it because it'll stick. And I find with the gloss medium, the glitter doesn't stick so much. Like, there's a lot of glitter on there, and that's fine. But once it was dry, I kind of went back with my finger and knocked off everything extra, so you just get kind of a subdued layer of sparkle. Like, it's sparkly, don't get me wrong, but it, you know, once you brush it off, it's not as sparkly. It's not in your face sparkly. Why am I saying that like it's a bad thing? And so that's why the little hole is covered, because I'm painting over it right now and I don't want the entire inside of this birdhouse to end up covered in glitter. And I'm going over the frosting and everything, so if your, you know, your piping isn't fantastic, cover it with glitter. I'm just putting a little extra on the top because I really didn't like the way the top came out. And this is a couple hours later when everything is dry. You can see that there's not like a big buildup of glitter. It's all flat on there, but it is giving you just a little sparkly, shimmery stuff. And these are 600 pom-poms. I hate this glue. I hate this glue, y'all. I can't even tell you how much I hate this glue. I have never had so many things not stick with any kind of glue that I've ever used as I have with this one. But it's like easy for me to hold, and I keep trying to make it work, and I'm just like, this ain't gonna work. What am I doing? Why am I putting myself through this? And I don't know if it's because I've used it with felt and pom-poms, and those are like fluffy, you know, things with a nap on them. I don't know. But I finished one of these pens. I was so happy. I like chucked it across the room. I don't even know where it's at. Yeah, I was just, ugh. Yeah, see, that one's almost done. I want things to be easy and to be easy for me to use. So I'm treating these kind of like you would as gumdrops on like a gingerbread house. I keep trying to find little gumdrops. I know they sell them in the Christmas section by like the little Christmas trees at Hobby Lobby, but there was no Christmas section the last time I was there. So these kind of look like little lights on my mom's birdhouse. I'm going to throw a picture in here somewhere. It's probably been up already. On my mom's birdhouse, I used little pearl buttons that I painted to look like Christmas lights, and it was super cute. I embedded them in the frosting. So cute. You've seen it if you follow me on Instagram. Yeah, this is where I've kind of trimmed this. I didn't do too neat of a job because I knew it was covering it up, but I don't know. I wish I had just put like a black circle of felt on there or something to, you know, pretend like there was a hole there instead of actually putting a hole in it. So you don't have to use tweezers. I was using my fingers and it was working fine. You just get everything where you want to go. And even though this glue was a pain to work with, it did hold everything on, so I guess it did its job. So here's some final pictures, you know, just a couple detail shots. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you could like, comment, subscribe, turn on your notifications, talk to me down below. I would appreciate it. And what do you guys think? Should I keep making the gingerbread birdhouses and make them actually look like gingerbread? Or, I don't know. I have stuff to make an Easter one, so we'll see what happens. Alright guys, I will see you on Friday, I think. I don't know when this is going up, but I think it's going up Wednesday, so we'll see you Friday, and have a great day. Bye-bye.